Vegas Raiders. And we are underway in Allegiant Stadium. Amir Abdullah going to take it out of the end zone. And a nice return sets him up pretty good here right at the 30-yard line. So 1st and 10 now from the 30. Play clock down to 0, and this is not the way to start a drive. Now they need 15 yards on this series after the delay of game. 1st and 15. Carr going to throw right away. He gets this to Devontae Adams. They get 14 yards, but not enough for the first down due to the previous penalty.
That was a nicely run slant route, and what the receiver's trying to do is make the defender think he's going upfield for a deeper route and then breaks it off, usually after about 3 to 4 steps, and cuts towards the middle of the field. And now what he's trying to do is use his body to keep the defender.
And that is caught one-handed. Oh, my, he pulled it in. It's a big play there for Vegas. 44 yards. Into the red zone. It's Carr. Oh, that's into a double team, and it's intercepted. And the Vikings are going to take over once again, and they'll have it at their own 8-yard line. Charles, not only is that an interception, it's one when you were really knocking on the door for a touchdown inside the red zone.
You're actually thinking points. No matter what, at worst, you're thinking kicking a field goal and getting 3. We might look back on this in the second half and say, you remember when they didn't get points on that drive? This could cost them.
Following the interception, Cousins. And he's going to go down right near the goal line. The officials look at each other. They're going to mark him at the 1-yard line. Out of his end zone, Cousins. That's complete to Justin Jefferson. And now off to the races down the right side. Past the 20. And he's going to be brought down at about the 16. A real field flipper there as all of a sudden they've got a first down in the red zone. Play action now. Cousins. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins on the connection to Justin Jefferson. And the Vikings are on the board first here in Vegas. A nice connection there, finding his target, and that'll put 6 up on the board.
Just like they drew it up in their playbook and reiterated it on the sidelines, right? Perfect route, a good throw, and the defense, they had no answer for that right there.
Joseph connects on the extra point, and that makes the score 7-0. Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And that decision to bring it out ends up not being a good one. Costs him about 5 yards as he's tackled at the 20. The offense for Las Vegas about set to begin the drive. They threw an interception the first time they had the football, wound up leading to a touchdown the other way. How do you approach drive number 2?
Going back to your game plan coming in, everyone has matchups that they like better than others, where they think they have an advantage. Dial up some of those plays. Try and go to those spots and get your offense moving.
First rep of the game for Josh Jacobs. And he'll be brought down just shy of the 45. Give him 5 on the carry there, and it'll be second down. Now Carr. And that'll be off the mark, too far out in front, and it's incomplete.
He's thrown 1 interception already, and that doesn't necessarily mean the rest of the game is going to go like that. But it does seem that he's a little bit off in his approach to this one.
Yeah, it does, and that was a risky throw right there.
Got to be careful about taking care of the ball, making sure you get back within yourself. I mean, those mechanics that they work on all the time, they're there for a reason. Kind of get back to those and maybe tamp it down a little bit.
Shotgun now for Carr. That's caught by his tight end, Foster Moreau. And this is going to turn into another first down as the tackle is made at the Vikings' 45-yard line. Throwing now is Carr. Into heavy traffic, and it's intercepted. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Well, these defensive coaches, they sure like what they've got in this rookie corner, and with good reason, as you saw there.
He only cost him a day 2 pick, and a lot of people thought he had first-round ability. But when he was available on draft night, that was one where you didn't need the full time to make the selection. You call that pick in early, and he shows why he was so coveted with that interception there.
First down, here's Cousins. Setting up the screen for Cook. And he's got some space here. The 20. And they'll have it in the red zone before he crosses over out of bounds. 23 yards, the final tally.
And that's not a play that you see all that often at the start of a drive, but some teams, they don't mind doing it. And that one, well sold by the offensive lineman. They showed the pass, and then they got out into space, able to get some good blocks downfield and allow the play to be successful.
On 1st and 10, Cousins. Oh, a ball batted in the air, and now it's intercepted. Picked off by Denzel Perryman. And the Raiders are going to take over at their own 11-yard line.
And as we've seen, points have been precious so far, and they just threw some away on that snap. And look, let's face it, as we advance further into this game, that play will be on the minds of everyone who's watching it. They wonder if this is the turning point. Is this the spot where those points were given away and could cost them a ball game?
Trying to shake off the interception from the last drive. He'll look to throw. And this a leaping effort, but it's knocked away and incomplete.
Yes, sir. How about an attaboy there on first down? Got his hand in and knocked it away.
Now Carr, after the incomplete pass, brings him up 2nd and 10. On play action, they'll throw. Steps away. He's got a man, complete. And they work this well upfield across the 45. After one, 7-0 on EA Sports. The big play has them all the way out near midfield for a 1st and 10. Now Carr. A quick throw knocked away. It's incomplete.
Receiver coaches preach to their guys all the time. Separation, that's what's going to make the play successful. That time there was very little, and I think they were actually fortunate that it was only knocked away and not intercepted.
An incomplete pass on first down. That leads to a 2nd and 10. To throw his Carr. And a little floater there, but it'll wind up incomplete, falling to the ground.
I would say it'd probably be a good idea for him to reintroduce himself to his receivers at the half because they're definitely on different wavelengths. But I also don't advocate waiting that long. next series before you get out there. Hey, let's get together, guys. Let's get this thing moving.
Again, they'll throw with Carr. And for the third time here in this half, it's intercepted. Picked off by the linebacker, Eric Kendricks. And the Vikings are going to get it back here just past the 35. Well, I'm not sure that the wheels, Charles, are coming completely off, but they're shaking a little bit. That's 3 interceptions, and now interceptions here on back-to-back drives.
And I think about what a Hall of Fame coach told me, that he always told his teams, when a mistake happens, just move on to the next play. Let it go. Hard to do when you're throwing this many interceptions. That's exactly the attitude that has to be adopted.
On second down, it's Cook again. 4 yards on the pickup there, as it'll leave him with a third and about 4 more for a first. Cousins to throw it. And they're able to work this across midfield to the 48. A first down throw for Cousins. Middle of the field to Jefferson. And he'll be brought down inside the 40-yard line. On second down, Cook. And they're able to get this one past the 30 to the 25-yard line. Following the good run by Cook, here's another 1st and 10. They run the counter with Cook. And this time the yards won't come so easy, as they'll in fact tackle him behind the line. On 2nd and 12, Cousins. And he's got this to Jefferson. Touchdown, Vikings! Justin Jefferson with his 2nd touchdown here in this first half. And the Vikings go up by 2 touchdowns. Joseph on for the extra point. And it's good to make it 14-0.
Makes the score Vikings 14, Raiders nothing.
Now Joseph tees it up to kick off following the touchdown. Here's Abdullah from his end zone. And only able to get this to the 19, so probably should have opted for the touchback. The Las Vegas offense ready to start this next drive. Now they've sort of lost their way, partner. How do they recalibrate and get this proverbial train back on track?
Well, this is where leadership really comes into play. How's the head coach handling it? The offensive coordinator? Sometimes they just make a joke. All right, guys, had your fun?
And his pass is intercepted for the 4th time today. Picked off by Harrison Smith. And the Vikings.
Hey, you almost had that, bro. I ain't take a front. You almost had that.
30. Well, CD, when you mentioned earlier about spreading the ball around in this game, I don't think you mentioned the guys in the other uniform. With 4 interceptions here in the first half, and several different guys have picked him off.
Yeah, and instead of analyzing what's going wrong with him throwing the football, rather look at the defense. They came in prepared, had excellent game plan, well scouted, and they're taking it away at almost every turn.
And not much of an opening there as he's only going to get this to about the 32. Just a yard on the first down carry, so it's 2nd and 9.
Well, partner, I don't think it's any secret that any running back wants to be able to see a hole open so that he can gallop through it. But in this case, he had to slow down. There was really no hole there, and he took a big hit in order to get that 1 yard.
The run only got a yard. Here's 2nd and 9. Throwing is Cousins. Complete. Jefferson the target. So back-to-back plays, each get nothing. And that's going to set up a tough 3rd and 9. They'll come to the line here needing 9 yards to pick up the first. 3rd down, Dalvin Cook. And he's going to come up a few yards short of the first. They get him to the ground at the 37. Cousins to throw for it on 4th. Got an open man finding Jefferson. The Vikings going to signal for the first of their timeouts as the clock stops here with 46 seconds remaining in the first half.
Well, they picked up the first down, but I'm just going to say it. I didn't like it before the ball was snapped, and I don't like it now that they picked it up. Think about field position on their own side of the 50. They don't get it. They put their defense in a bad spot. And it's just not a decision that pays off very often.
Well, it wasn't 4th and a yard. There was some meat on that bone.
There really was. Fortunate to get it in that situation, but not a call I would make very often.
And that's complete to K.J. Osborne. And they're going to get this down to about the 37. Cousins now to throw on 1st down. This one brought in by Jefferson. He's going to go out of bounds, but he takes this one down just shy of the 20. Now another timeout called for by the offense. So that means they're down to 1 remaining here as we head toward halftime. Cousins on 1st down. And this one right back into the hands of Jefferson. Touchdown! Kirk Cousins with 3 touchdown passes now in the afternoon. And the Vikings would extend their lead here just before halftime. Well, I don't think that we're ready yet to say the route is on, but they have certainly looked near flawless here in this first half. And now an extra point away from making it 21-0.
Yeah, and your experience led you to say that because we have both seen those 21-0 leads come and go in this league. But this one feels pretty darn secure. And here's the other part. Even when people chip away at it, it forces you into being almost perfect on the other side, doesn't it, in order to try and mount a comeback.
It's a squib kick that still makes its way down inside the 15. And taken down just past the 20 at about the 21-yard line. The Raider offense set to get this drive started. And with 10 seconds left, not really enough time to put something together. And now here is another interception. Andrew Booth picks it off. And the Vikings are going to take possession of the football. Wow, a big mistake there. Late interception in this first half, and that could lead to a field goal try the other way.
Yeah, I think at this point you just had to say, let's take